Tonight, the Madison Township community is coming together one day after 4 students were hurt when police say a classmate opened fire at a lunchtime table. Parents and students were invited to walk through the school before classes resume tomorrow morning. The superintendent says it's part of the healing process. NBC4's Candace Lee continues our coverage on all of this tonight from Madison High School. Candace?
Yeah, Colleen, as you just said, tonight was an opportunity for parents to come inside of Madison High School, make sure everything was safe, talk to district leaders and teachers about the next steps. NBC4 cameras not allowed inside during that process. But what we can tell you, as you just said, classes resume tomorrow, and the district wanted to make sure everyone knew the kids were going to be safe tomorrow. Hours after suspected teen gunman James Austin Hancock made his first court appearance on 2 counts of attempted murder and 2 counts of a felonious assault, the Madison Township community gathered at the high school for a meeting with school leaders. Among them, 13-year-old Connor Hamrick.
I'm shocked that the events that happened yesterday happened because he's not the type of kid
who made one of 7 911 calls minutes after the shootings.
I was over by the football field, which is really far away in comparison to the cafeteria, and I called right as we were crawling under the fence.
Stepdad Scott Lewis attended tonight's meeting where parents and administrators are still processing what happened inside the cafeteria.
It looks like everybody was lively and their spirits were up, and it was a great experience just to talk to other parents and say, hey, we can just kind of share what's going on and, what's going on personally.
Also in attendance, Gabe Hardesty, a friend of Cooper Caffrey. Caffrey was one of 2 boys allegedly shot by Hancock and recovering in a Dayton area hospital.
He kept saying to himself, why would Austin do this? He's my friend.
School officials say counselors and additional law enforcement officers will be present when classes resume tomorrow morning. Some kids are ready.
These events, they happen rarely, and I'm even surprised that it happened at Madison because Madison is a generally quiet school.
Others are not.
The school said that they're going to try to go back to normal and everything's going to, but it's just not going to be the same with everything going on.
And Colleen, often we hear about school districts conducting those lockdown drills throughout the school year. The students here that I talked to today say those drills came in handy, but they're hoping they won't have to use those skills anymore in the future. Reporting live in Butler County, Candace Lee, NBC4.
Yeah, it's going to be a nervous time at that school. Thank you so much, Candace. Meanwhile, the 14-year-old suspect in yesterday's shooting entered the juvenile equivalent of a not guilty plea this morning. Today, the sheriff said James Austin Hancock was apparently carrying that handgun all morning in school before he opened fire in the cafeteria during lunch. The sheriff believes he got the gun from a family member, but the investigation into all of this is still ongoing. Obviously, we have been following this story since we first heard about those shots being fired. You can read more about it, and you can hear from witnesses to the shooting, some of those 911 calls as well. You can find it all at NBC4i.com.